Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the latest installment of A Ali. This is episode 10. And today we are presenting the question of, are animals equal to humans? I'm actually kind of excited to share with you guys my viewpoint on this subject. And I'm pretty sure that not a lot of people will agree with me. Well, actually, no. I think a majority of people will end up agreeing with me, but there's definitely going to be people that don't. And to illustrate my points today, I'm actually going to be using my tablet so I can draw my answers for you guys. It's going to be just like when we were kids, you know, and sitting drawing shit. So yeah, let's mosey on over to the tablet and let's get it popping. So, the question we're asking today is, are humans equal to animals? That is a really good question. My answer is going to be, in short, no. But I will explain why, all right? Give me a chance and I'll explain why completely, all right? So, all right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and make this really simple for you guys, all right? Let's imagine that this is your average human. We'll call him Joey, all right? This is him giving you the middle finger. Joey doesn't like you. Anyways, Joey grew up in a community. He had a mother. I'm gonna call her Sally. He had a father. I'm gonna call him William. I'm gonna give him a bow tie. Okay, a Superman cape. Anyways, William has a mustache. Looks like Monopoly Man. Anyways, these are his parents. His mom, his dad, Joey, and let's say that he has brothers. Let's give him a little pair of pants. Let's give him a twin brother. And a sister. Let's give her a little. There we go. So, this is what we would call the standard family unit, right? Now, I want you guys to think about this. Why do we consider these creatures right here to be our family? I'm going to give you one important reason. One big reason why I can argue that we are not equal to animals is because of, I think, two very important things. One, communication, and two, relationship. Maybe, actually, I'll give a third one, and I'll call this one empathy. Now, let me explain what I mean by each one of these three here. For one here, you can communicate openly with your dad, with your mom, with your brothers, with your sister. You can talk to them about virtually anything once you've learned the English language or whatever language you speak. You can express your feelings, you can express your thoughts, you can express your emotions. Hell, you can even communicate with people that are not even inside of your family unit. Let's call this man Jerry. He has a pair of Tims, all right? This is Jerry. This is actually a friend of Joey's. He's smiling because he actually gives a shit. And let's give him a hat. So, Jerry here does not belong to Joey's immediate family, but yet he's able to communicate with him just fine. Just fine. And the reason why is because they speak the same language. They're able to express abstract thoughts and ideas from each other's minds into each other, from one person's mind into the other. Does that make sense to you guys? For example, if I'm feeling I am sad, I can say the words "I am sad" to Jerry, and he would know exactly what I mean. Okay? This is a direct communication line between people of the same species, I guess, whatever you want to say. So let's just kind of remove this from the equation, right? So we've already got communication down. The next thing I want to talk about is relationship, all right? So obviously, this one kind of goes without saying. His mother, Sally, Joey's mother, Sally, is his mom. Okay, this is someone who he has direct relation to, someone that he's basically oh, you can't see it because of the symbol, basically somebody that he's predetermined to have a close relationship with, simply by virtue of sharing, one, the same genetic structure, and two, it's his freaking mom. Like, what do you want me to say? Anyways, the relationship plays a huge factor in this. And I know there's going to be people in here that are like, oh, I have a great relationship with my dog, I have a great relationship with my cat. But here's the difference between your relationship with your dog and your relationship with your cat. Okay, this is a dog right here. Holy fuck. What the all right, so this is a dog that you have here, and there's one thing that you can't say. You can't say that this dog has the same relationship to you as your mother. Okay, even if she's a shitty mom, you can't look at your dog and say, yeah, I definitely relate to this thing a lot more than I do something that's of my own kind and shares all my genes. Of course, there's going to be people that are like, well, I relate to my dog a lot, he understands me completely, which I'm sure that's completely true. However, your dog has no idea how to communicate with you in the way that you can with another person. So, the relationship, the communication, and last of all, the empathy. All right, when I say empathy, I'm not talking about being able to feel for something that's not exactly you. All right, I'm just gonna draw a pig here. Oink, oink. I'm not talking about how you feel towards something like, oh my gosh, like it's so cute. Like I look into its eyes and I love it so much. What I mean when I say empathy is more when you look at the face. Oh God. Oh God, this is gross. When you look at the face of a human being, we are actually genetically programmed, yes, to see a reflection of ourselves in that face. As weird as this may sound, you can literally look this up. We see our faces in damn near everything, okay? And the reason why is because our ability to recognize other humans has to be important. And obviously this is for real survival reasons. If you couldn't recognize another human, then obviously that'd be a really big problem. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, because of these three factors here, you can relate to a human like actually probably 3 times more than you would an animal, regardless of how close you are to it. Because the truth is, the animal is something that you've adopted into your family. It's something that you cannot speak to. It's something that you cannot communicate with. That's also why it's a lot easier for us to be accepting of consuming animals than consuming humans, all right? And actually eating humans isn't that good for us either, I think. But either way, I argue this because we can't establish social contracts with animals, but we can with humans. We can't establish boundaries. We can't actually talk to each other. Have you guys ever seen Planet of the Apes or Rise of the Planet of the Apes? If you have, let me know in the chat right now, because this is the point that I want to make here. If we were able to communicate with animals in this way, if we were able to talk to people like the dude was able to talk to Caesar in the Planet of the Apes movies, that would make everything completely different, because we would be able to establish social contracts. We would be able to talk to each other. We'd literally be able to communicate on an entirely different level, and we'd most likely treat them completely different. But the fact that this communication does not happen means that we cannot possibly treat them the same way that we would a human, regardless of how you may feel about the animals. And I want to ask you guys this. If you really feel that humans are equal to animals, I want to ask you this right here. If humans really are equal to animals, I'm not saying that this is like objective either. I'm saying that this is purely because of this is the way that we think. This is the way that we see the world. If we were completely equal to animals, then that would mean that you would have to treat every single animal the same way that you would a human, right? I'm talking everything, okay? You would have to give them the rights that we give humans. You would have to give them basically everything that we have, okay? Obviously, you can't really argue that that's a good thing to do, because at least in my perspective here, you'd have to ask the next question, which is, well, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? Do we treat monkeys the same way as people? Do we treat dogs the same way as people? Do we treat chickens the same way as people? That's not a chicken, that's like a, oh my God. That's a turkey. And then I guess if you wanted to take it a step further, do we treat bugs the same way as people? I'm not even sure if they count as animals. Maybe they're insects, but I feel like insects are animals. Either way, you got to ask yourself, if they really are equal to animals, then where are we supposed to draw the line, if any line? And how does that actually play a factor in what we're supposed to eat as well? Because you got to think about how this is going to affect everything too. I'm not sitting here arguing that eating meat is the best thing that you can do. But what I am saying is that if you were to say that animals and humans are on equal playing fields, then you'd have to understand that, that one, eating meat is immoral, and you'd have to see animals that eat other animals as well as immoral, because if we're all equal, then that would mean predators and prey are equal as well to us. So I mean, like, you just kind of get into this, I don't know, it gets really convoluted after a while. But what I'm trying to say is essentially what we treat as a human and what we treat as an animal. I'm just going to draw a tail. What we treat as a human and what we treat as an animal completely depends on how much we can actually relate to them on basically every level. So that's my explanation. Animals aren't equal to humans. You can argue with me if you want. Actually, I won't even argue you. I just kind of want to hear your points. Change my mind. I'm open to having my mind changed. If anybody in here can convince me that animals are equal to humans, then I would definitely be very open to that. So with that being said, guys, let's open it up for the Discord chat. Remember, if you guys want to come in and give your 2 cents, I'm definitely down for it. I don't know how many people want to talk. Oh, snap. We got a few people. Okay. I forgot my phone in the other room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up a timer right here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead down into the Discord and we're going to open it up for the chat. First in line, we're going to have, who was first in line? I didn't even know who was first in line. Hey.
Thanks for the follow, babe.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Muchas gracias. The guy. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and I'm just going to, you know what? Screw it. Let's just go with Kenna. All right, Kenna, listen up close. You're on the A Ali Show. This is episode 10. You're online with me right now, homeboy. You better undeafen yourself. Yes, it's time. Go ahead. What's good? Welcome to the show. Hello. How you doing?
Yo. How's it going? Hi, everybody. Hi, chat.
Let me turn you up a little bit. Hello?
Am I quiet? Do I have to eat my mic again?
No, please, God. All right. All right, you're good now. You ready? You got something for me?
Whoa. Cool. Yeah, I got a little something.
All right.
Something, you know.
What you got, man?
I'm saying. So I do think that animals and humans are sort of equal in different ways. There's certain strengths and weaknesses that both have.
Yep.
But when brought together, there is a sort of like balance. There's some sort of like equality that gets laid down. We're thinking of like how animals can sense things better than humans can. How thinking that when a hurricane or a tsunami hits, animals are the first ones to know and to react accordingly and be like, all right, we're going to communicate with each other and be like, we're not going to stay in one place, we're going to move. And thinking that in way in the past, like not even like pre-civilization, but like back when we were nomadic humanity, we had the ability to communicate with animals, and there wasn't an official social contract, I would say. It was just kind of just like a general respect and knowing that we use each other in these different ways. So not necessarily equal, but kind of like a trading and balancing of the sense between the two sort of folk.
Circle of life.
Yeah, so the circle of life.
I was waiting for somebody to say it. I had to do it.
But definitely like there's a communication that could be set up to animals of being like, we can give them commands, or they definitely understand commands to some extent, of like, I want this thing, hook me up, animal, or this is what's going on, or a dog or a cat being able to sense something is wrong and being able to react accordingly to help a human out in that sense.
Okay.
So I feel like they have like a heightened awareness more so than humans to that extent, and being able to help us out in that way.
I actually have an idea for why that may be. I thought about that too. And it's like kind of odd how like animals are like most animals are very like in tune with nature, right? Like my dog Nix knew that there was a forest, like some kind of wildfires happening before I did. You know, she was like freaking out, like oh my god, you know, and bugging out and stuff. And they can, you know, like sense when shit is about to go down. And
and it's just that part of ourselves that humans used to have, but I feel like we lost that when we became more what is that word, sedentary, more kind of grounded in one spot civilization. I don't know.
I was actually gonna say that it was like something similar to that, basically, where it's like I feel like one of the biggest reasons why we might have lost that ability, or most of us have lost that ability, some people still have it, or most of us have lost that ability because we don't possess the same mindfulness that we used to, and the same ability to, I guess, constantly live in the present moment, because we are so future centered. Like our brain is a prediction machine, you know what I mean? And animals don't do that, you know, like they have instincts and they kind of do what they do, but they're not like plotting and planning and scheming for the future, like, you know what I mean?
We got these parrot goals we got to get.
Yeah,
it's just like in the moment, like, okay, I need to build a nest, or okay, it's mating season, I need to get my freak on. Like, I'm gonna do that right now.
It's always like right now with animals,
which is interesting to think about, because posing that question was like, what if humans get back to living directly in the present moment, and are not always trying to plan and plot and do all these different types of things to think in the future all the time, not in like the positive way of being like, oh, I'm trying to like better myself, but more of just like in the negative way of like, I'm trying to live in the future and I have all these different worries and stuff instead of, but that's a whole different conversation for a whole different time. Because thinking like how animals and how they are in nature all the time, and how that's just one of the advantages, and the community that they have with other animals pretty much is just like, they can go out and they can basically communicate with other wolves if they needed to, or other cats, or other whatever animals, and know what's up or something.
The timer just went off, by the way, but I wanted to ask you this.
Yes.
So do you think that I guess that giving animals different treatment than humans is morally wrong. Like, is it like, basically, is it okay on account of the fact that we, like what you said before, was like, we have this understanding that this is kind of the game that we play, where we give and take from each other, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what do you think of that?
I think the different, like, the importance and the general, like, oh, this animal is superior than this other animal, like how we argue and talk all the time about dogs versus cats, but those are domestic pets and stuff. But thinking about how pigs and cows and
Oh yeah,
other animals are also not as looked up to or put in the same boat as dogs and cats. Like, we don't keep them as domestic pets often, unless we plan to eat off of them or use them for their resources. And I do think that it's like, if we had like a general across the board respect for all animals in that way, and stopped putting them in like cages and boxes and treating non-domestic pets with, like, I don't want to say disdain, but just like basically harvesting them, I feel like it's just, we'd be better off. Because why do we take birds and put them in cages? Why do we do that?
Dude, all right, so I just want to put a quick disclaimer here. First of all, this is my stance when it comes to eating meat. I feel like if you eat meat, you gotta understand that once you make that decision, you gotta be okay with eating any kind of animal, dog. Like, maybe not any kind of animal, but like, bro, if I'm sitting here being a freaking pansy and cherry picking what kind of animals I want to eat because there's something special about them, like, there's nothing special about a cow or a chicken. Like, bro, this is the deal, bro. This is an unpopular opinion, but I feel like this is kind of where it has to make sense if you eat meat. You know what I mean? If you're eating meat, you got to accept the fact that whatever meat that will nourish you has to be able to be an option too. Because I feel like it's weird as hell to be like, oh, I would never eat like a freaking like a coyote or something like that in the wild, but I'd eat this cow and I don't know where it came from. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's mad hypocritical to say. So I'm gonna say, look, guys, I'm not gonna front here. If there was freaking dog meat, dog, I would try it. You know what I mean? Because I'm at least consistent with my argument here in saying that eating meat is okay for me. You know what I mean? Just because I have a dog doesn't mean that I'm going to like be like, ah, if I see dog meat. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that it's at the end of the day, people eat that too. Like, in other countries, people eat dog, but like, dude, you know, they have a festival where they eat dogs, right? And they really treat dogs the same way that we treat any other animal that we eat over there. But we look at them and we say that it's barbaric and shit. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
we're
that's because we've dressed them up. We've dressed them up and we've made them cute in our eyes, like designer dogs. Like, oh, that's cute, that's fashionable. We look at it as fashion.
That's so dumb. I'm sorry.
Just like, oh, this is what we eat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. That's so dumb to me, bro. Because I don't understand. Because in other cultures, when we eat cows, they're like, bro, what is wrong with you? They look at us the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, if you're gonna eat meat, at least be consistent about it, bro. Don't be a hypocrite.
Like, I know I'm like way past my time, but I'm like, if you're gonna at least eat meat, be knowledgeable about where you're getting it from.
Yeah.
Don't try and eat like the worst quality stuff. Like, try and at least get good quality so you're knowing what you're putting inside yourself, because it's gonna affect you. Because this is a whole different conversation for a different time. But
I know. I want to have the vegan conversation soon.
I'll pop off. I'll strap up. All right.
Wait a minute.
I'm gonna hang off, y'all.
Gunna Session says, "Is the stream offline? Is the stream offline?"
No, I'm seeing it in real time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like he's the only one having this problem. All right.
Yeah.
Just restart the stream, Gunna. Somebody let them know. But all right, dog.
Refresh F5.
Thank you for calling in, man. Seriously appreciate it, my
Yeah,
guy.
for
You
sure.
know what I'm
I
saying?
feel like I was bullied to go first, but it's okay.
I was looking forward to it. Let me stop.
All right.
All right, yo. I'll catch you, man. Thank you. All right. Yeah, man. The whole eating meat thing, man. I actually really want to have a pretty good discussion about like just going vegan, because I like low key, guys, like I know that being vegan is actually probably one of the healthiest things that you can do for yourself. Like I know that, and I feel like a part of me does want to be vegan, but I just haven't made that commitment to do it yet. Why? I don't know. I think like I sound like a typical meat eater where it's like I love meat too much, but it's like I kind of love meat too much, you know what I mean? So yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go to Soleil. Hello, Soleil. She's deafened right now. I hope that she sees this. Please, Soleil, if you see this, let me know. Let me know right now. Hello. Soleil's deafened. How do I let her know? Oh, no, she's not. Hello? Hello?
Okay, yeah, you can hear me, right?
Can you come closer to the mic?
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear her? Let's get a sound check. All right, talk
Awesome.
again.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
All right, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm over here. You can hear me?
Yes, I can. Welcome to the show. First of all, it's your first time being on here. What's good?
Well, basically, what I was gonna say is,
Timer starts now. Go ahead.
it is.
Uh-oh. Hello?
Okay, so basically, what I was gonna say is, I feel like we're all like a collective consciousness. I feel like. And I think that it's like from the dawn of time, like we all, when we experience contrast from like, it's like we all put forth thoughts and desires that contribute to our evolution as a collective, collective consciousness. But humans are capable of complex thought. So I feel like animals are never going to be. I see it. And I feel
wait, you cut off. You said
animals
are
like
wait.
Animals, I definitely do.
Hello?
Especially because if you killed off like certain species, like I know you can like destroy like an entire ecosystem. So it's like I do feel like animals are valuable, but just not in the same way as humans.
Okay. Wait a minute. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yes, but a while to like catch up to me. Hello?
Hello? Yo, it's like cutting in and out. It's like
Are you listening through the stream or are you listening through Discord? Because you need to listen through Discord to be caught up.
She's listening through the stream.
Oh, okay.
So my first question is, why aren't you listening through the Discord? Did you not know about the
No, I didn't know that. Like, okay, so that's so weird.
She's new to Twitch, you guys. We gotta give her a break. She's been on that YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, come me some slack. What I was gonna say over again? Oh, whoops. Hold on.
No, you don't have to repeat your answer. Just now you can hear Ali right after he says something.
I'm just gonna play this for the one time real quick.
I should be good now. Okay, are we good? Now I'm listening to Discord.
I just had to do it.
Okay, there we can hear you. So do I need to repeat myself over again, or what do I need to do?
You don't have to repeat yourself. I just had to hit you with the Ave Maria real quick. It's basically
Oh my God.
it's basically our rest in peace. But basically, I heard up till this. This is what I heard you say. You said that we are all the collective consciousness, and wiping out a single species will have really bad effects on the planet, right?
Yeah. So yeah, wiping these of animals like it throw off like the ecosystem. So they are valuable, but just at the same time, humans are like at the top of the like he says, because if we weren't at the top of the food chain, then we wouldn't have zoos or lion enclosures or anything like that. Like we have, like in terms of contributions, like because we're capable of complex thought, like we have so much technology. We're out here flying airplanes. Like animals can't do that shit. It's just not. It's not possible. So like if I was in a situation where I would have to save an animal or a human, I'm saving like a human every single time. Like I just can't see it. I just can't see it. And it's like it's like I said, I feel like they are valued as equal to humans.
So this is my question for you.
Yeah.
So basically what's happening is you're cutting out really bad in Discord, but I'm going to reiterate for the people that might not have been able to hear it. Basically what she said is that if it came down to it, she would select a human's life to save over an animal's, because of the fact that, which she is right about, the fact that we are on the top of the food chain, and undoubtedly we are the dominant species on this planet. And so she's sort of embracing that. But here's my question for you. Do you think that the reason why... Oh shit, the timer just went off. All right, okay, here's the question. Do you think that the reason why is because humans offer a lot more value when it comes to their potential? For example, if you were stuck on an island and you had to choose a companion, would you rather pick another person or a dog?
I mean, the dog could go like feral, like as soon as the wrong shit happens, like a dog can like chew my arm off. So I don't know. I played Walking Dead, like that one there was like a dog and like it was out there in the wild for a second and it just got ugly. So like definitely not a dog. I would definitely have to say I would take a person. Like I said, I just feel like we've contributed like so much. Like I need somebody that can communicate with me and that is capable of complex thought. Yeah.
So people in the chat say this too. They say people go feral as well though. So what do you say to that? That's my final question for you. Because they're right. A person could probably present an even greater threat to you because they can plan and scheme just as much as you can. So it only works if you're both playing the game cooperatively.
Yeah, it's like taking a gamble at that point. It's like, do you bet where it's somebody that's not going to be that much of a help to you, or do you risk it further for somebody that could be a better help to you? So that is rough.
Foxy says, at least your dog will attack you straight up.
I might have to take the help. I might have to take the potential.
You're going to take the potential L? Hello?
Oh. Yeah,
What?
it was cutting out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I heard what you were going to say.
No, it's fine. But I was just like, yeah, you need, ma'am, I'm going to ask you to get some like really good internet. Oh, man.
I mean, like, I'm trying to tell you, I'm just out here trying to make it. I didn't ask for all of it.
Speaking of make it, guys, Soleil does artwork. So if you want to holla for $1, just get at her Chevy Impala. Let me stop. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I be spitting like a llama. Oh,
Oh my gosh. Let's not.
All right, so yeah, my bad. I'm sorry about that. But Soleil, thank you for calling in today. It's indeed a pleasure. Thank you for calling in. It's your first time being on the show, so I just wanted to give you a quick round of applause, even though your mic was just acting a fool. It's okay. It's okay. We applaud you. I'm gonna give you some Ali the Ewoke emotes as well. Is there any last words that you have for the chat?
No, I would just like to say that I do really enjoy this. Super, super cool, and I'm glad that you.
Thank you. Let me stop. Thank you, Soleil. I appreciate it, yo. And hopefully I'll see you on some future ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right. I'll holler at you. Thank you for calling in. You have a lovely night.
You too.
She brought up a good point. I mean, as far as we could hear, it was the point that humans will offer you a lot more value when it comes down to it, at least for the most part. If it came to a survival situation, of course you can say, well, in certain situations the dog would be useful. Yeah, I know. The dog would be really useful. I get it. However, there is an argument to be made that if it did come down to it and you needed a teammate to get you out of a life and death situation, and it was beneficial for the both, of you, most likely 9 times out of 10 you'd probably be able to get out of it most effectively with another human. But that's all I gotta say on it. Last up, we got Gun Session. It looks like this is going to be a nice, short and sweet one, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get some studying done after this. Unless, oh, wait, hold on. I have an answer to read in Discord as well. All right, so we have Gun Session coming in. Gun Session, what is good? Welcome to the A Ali show. Whoa. I appreciate you coming through. The question of the day is, are animals equal to humans? What's good?
Hey, Ali, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me on the show.
Man, no problem. You ready?
It's been a while. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, I'm a little bit nervous, but basically, to be honest with you, you made an extremely good point when you explained yourself as to you disagreed that animals wasn't as equal as humans. I agree to that point with some extent, but I also believe, like, animals are awesome, they're great creatures. However, their standard would always remain at that particular level. I don't want to change your mind right now, but I just want to share a story.
Go for it.
Personally. So, we once had a chimpanzee. And
wait, you did?
He was yeah.
Oh,
we did.
Dope.
We from a baby, come all the way up until we had to put him in a better home so that he can go with his habitat. So we had him with us, and he was trained like a human. He was very well trained. And my nephew, we actually was able to get him to babysit and assist with my nephew. So at one point in time he was actually feeding him the bottle. So we'll give him the bottle and we showed him what to do, and then he started to do it on his own, and he started to learn the whole thing about it. And we thought that was so fascinating. So it was a lot of fun while we had him. It was awesome.
Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. How did you get a chimp? That's my first question.
Well, where I live in the Caribbean. I don't know if you remember.
Hey.
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah.
So down here, it's legal to have certain animals, in terms of like where you would keep them, where they would live, and then we give them off to the zoo. So it was like a family given chimpanzee to us. So that's how we were able to get him. Yeah.
Okay. And so my next follow-up question is, how old was this chimp, and how long did it take to train? Yeah, how
to
long?
train.
Yeah, like
We
how did that happen?
well,
This
he
is
initially
crazy.
he initially got training from like the people that train like animals, like I forgot what he called them. Yeah, but one of
Um,
those guys,
okay.
like an animal trainer.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
animal trainer.
So yeah, like animal trainers. And but that animal trainer, he was extremely good with him. We were able to he normally down here chimpanzees are very aggressive, and
Mm-hmm.
ours wasn't. He was actually really calm. He was nice. Fed him. We had so many banana trees over here, so it was very easy to keep him, calm, and yeah, it was easy. It wasn't difficult.
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, and then little by little, when my nephew was born, he actually saw like us, when we had to feed him and stuff. And one day he came by my nephew, and we were holding a bottle, and he just put his hand, just like that, and he just held the bottle, and we showed him like he didn't like put his hand on the bottle, but we kind of encouraged him to, hey, hold the bottle, and he did, and it was just amazing.
Wow. What was the
Yeah,
name of the chimp?
it was Goosey.
Dude, hold on. This is actually crazy because I only see shit like that on YouTube, but that was your life?
Well,
What?
he was with us for approximately 4 years.
Okay. Do you have
Yeah.
any videos of this? Like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely get some. I have pictures. I can definitely get pictures and show you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Goosey the goat. That's crazy.
Not good. Yeah. Yeah. And same time, my neighbor had a parrot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this parrot would, you would see, like in the morning period, you'll hear the parrot calling. He'd be like, "Well, my real name is Ricky." He'll be like, "Ricky, wake up, wake up." I'm like, this parrot doesn't want me to sleep, and it's 6 o'clock in the morning. I never had to set an alarm, bro. It was crazy.
Yo, this is so dope. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah. And the neighbors tried to get the parrot to say their name, but he didn't say their name as yet. He started off by saying our names.
Shit.
And
The
that parrot
timer
would
just
make
went off.
noise. Yeah, oh,
Sorry, but
that's okay.
no, go ahead, finish, man. This is, hey, look, this is a crazy story. I would have never known.
Yeah. So yeah,
Man, I used to want a pet
Molly and
monkey.
Polly indeed. Yeah, pet monkey.
Yeah, I used to,
Molly and Polly used to live right next to each other, and when they start waking you up, you will definitely get up.
that's
Yeah,
amazing.
and as for the chimpanzee, we had a little area for him, like his own little enclosed area. He used to swing around, play. He was really nice, really really nice. But then as he got older, we gave him to the zoo, and they took over from there.
Dude. Oh my
So I
God.
just wanted to share that story with you, bro.
Dude, thank you for sharing that. That's actually something to think about. Because, like, okay, well, okay, like, so wait, do you eat meat?
Yeah, I eat meat, but
Okay.
you know,
I'm like, how do you see
like I was
animals?
saying, like I see animals as being, you know, really genuine creatures. Um, just that I would eat certain meat. Not every kind of meat out there, but I would eat certain meat.
Hmm.
Um, but that's really it. I wouldn't eat things like, like Chinese and eat.
Huh? Sorry, it like cut off.
I was saying, I'm not like, I wouldn't be like Chinese that would eat, like certain Chinese and Japanese people would eat dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
we
be
were
like
like
that.
talking about that. They do that in
Yeah,
other countries.
they actually do that down here as well, and they eat snake that lives in the river.
Really? I've never
Yeah,
had snake before.
yeah, they eat snake.
Huh.
And well, we have a lot of wild animals down here. because Venezuela is right over there, so we have some of the huge anacondas coming here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, all right, look, man. First of all, I'm gonna need you to post pictures of this stuff in the Discord
Definitely.
somewhere, because I love looking at freaking apes, man. Like, I don't know what it is about them, but they're so interesting to me.
Yeah.
And also, thank you for calling in.
Hey, I appreciate you having me in here, bro. I'll definitely post some pictures, and thanks again for everyone who's listening.
Man, hey, no problem at all, my guy. I'll catch you, man.
I'll catch you later, bro. Have a good one.
Aight.
Enjoy your stream.
Later, man.
Later, bro.
So that was Gunna. Damn. What a perspective. Aha, the key word of the day. All right, so we're going to go ahead to Sodomi, and then I'm going to read the answer, and then I'm going to close things out for tonight. I saw that Kat played with the idea of coming on the show, but she didn't do it. She's not about that. So, yeah, we're going to go to Sodomi. Boom. Sodomi, what's good, and welcome to the A Ali Show, episode 10. How we doing today?
Hey.
Hey. How's it going, man? What you doing?
Pretty good. It's tired, but it's how life is.
I feel you, man. You ready to talk? You got your piece to speak?
It's not even like a piece. It's like a little like earlier. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little triggered when you said like you can't communicate with animals. I was like, wait, what? Like, of course you can.
Oh, all right. Let's hear it. What you got for me? Also,
So,
disclaimer: I know you can communicate with animals roughly, but like, I mean, like expressing like abstract ideas and like, conveying stuff like I'm talking like more complex type stuff. But yeah, go ahead. Keep going. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, and mind you, like I had a dog when I was younger. She was pretty smart.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of like knew things, and you can kind of just like animals learn the same way we learn. Just people don't really tell them as much. Like, good example, if you have a lacrosse ball and you shoot it at a fence and it hits you back in the face, you know what you learn? Either wear a helmet or duck, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
If a dog sees you wanting for a lacrosse shot and it hits the post and sees it coming to you, it learns the same thing. After it hits it in the butt, it's like, okay, dodge, get out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, after a while, I started shooting. My aim got a little better, a little worse here and there. It would bounce off. It would hit me in the body. It would bounce off. She'd go flying. Every time I wound up, after like a few weeks, she just knew. She got right behind me.
Okay. So, all right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, so like I said, animals, like, they learn, and then they you can learn something. You can still communicate, like, feelings and emotions. Like, if you yell at a dog, it'll get defensive. I mean, it's not like a full true, like,
Well,
I can't really tell you.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, as much as you start yelling at a dog, like, did you shit on the floor? You see it's like backing up, getting cowarding. Like, it's...
Yeah, I know.
There's like, if it's a Rottweiler and you're like, hey, yo, man, no, get off me, man. Get off me, man. You backing up slowly. It's like, yeah, I'm the big dog now. It's still communication.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a more like, primal, more simple form of it. Like, you can even teach a dog how to count. You just gotta be patient enough.
Is that so?
Communicate with numbers.
I know some dogs are really smart. Like, there's one, the Border Collie is extremely smart. They can like get toys by name or something like that.
Oh yeah, like I think almost every dog could like kind of do that if you like kind of word things like properly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shoot, you say ball, my dog's not gonna get her slipper. You say, where's your bone? Where's your bone? She's gonna go get her bone. Like, here it is. Cool. So it's not like the most, you can't really, and sometimes concepts you can even like run through them too. Just not like, you can't do this by English because they're not going to learn English. They're too short of a life to like understand English. Like, let's be honest, the average human doesn't really understand English like that to like 13, 14, really. Even older.
I feel it.
Yeah, like, when you were 13 or 14, you were not speaking the way you speak now.
Oh no, definitely not.
Nobody was.
I was like,
So
yeah, man, no. Let me stop.
Yeah. you just kind of mimic the sound you like learn as you grow up.
Yeah.
And so that takes years of training that you don't see many young people have, and therefore, how do you expect like a dog to like do that same thing in like 7 years of lifespan? Mind you, the whole concept of English talking to a dog is a whole like out there concept. Like that's probably never going to happen.
Yeah.
But like,
I'm
they can like understand words. They can understand words. You can know like you can tell them like what to do. They'll know what to do if you like show them and teach them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can communicate with animals. You can communicate. That's obvious.
So what about I guess what about like the whole, because there was communication, it was relationship, and there was empathy that I mentioned, right? So where would you say a dog fits into the equation when it comes to those things? And would you say that you can like can you say that you would treat a dog with equal, I guess, treatment or respect that you would a human?
I say separate but equal.
All right, let's
Because
hear
like
it.
low key, my mom could piss me the fuck off.
Mhm.
Sometimes I want to knock her out,
Mhm.
but you know she's my mama. That like I know better. I'm gonna get knocked out too.
And I hope
Ain't
she
gonna be
doesn't
pretty.
listen to the show. Okay.
Oh, don't worry. She thinks it's stupid, so it's great.
All right, cool. Good. Let's keep it that way.
Good.
We don't want
So,
her to
yeah.
notice.
But yeah, like with the dog, you can know like, hey, I come home, he lets me touch him as long as I feed him. Sometimes you just need to like, you know, like pet the dog after a long hard day and be like, okay, you can pet me, but you're gonna feed me.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Pet the dog.
Yeah,
as
so that's a
simple as
relationship
that.
right there. It's not like the deepest like you know philosophical you are me, I am one
Mm-hmm.
like thing, but and like even with friends, like I
Timer
know
just went
people. Okay, I know dogs that have like people who have more better relations with their dogs than like some of their friends, mainly because like when you just kind of grow up around somebody and like when they're part of your life that like consistently,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna go form a relationship with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's impossible not to. Like your roommates,
You're
if
right.
you have roommates.
You're right. You're right. So it's like we are equals, but in a different way, is what you mean.
Yeah.
Like we're equals in our capacity to communicate, to form a bond or social contract, relationship with each other, whatever you want to call it, and our ability to see each other and sort of empathize, right?
Yeah.
But what sets us apart is what exactly? What do you think's like the one key factor that keeps us from, I guess, giving dogs, you know, abortion rights or something like that? You know what I'm saying?
The fact that we can kill them as easily as we want to, with no backlash, relatively. Like we could, if we wanted to, we could eradicate every dog on the planet in
Yeah,
like
we could.
20 hours. Like
And
easy.
people have tried that with humans too, though.
Yeah, but
few
humans, there's a lot more backlash towards that because it just, well, let me phrase it by backlash. I mean public backlash, I mean like personal backlash. Like a lot of people, if they put their mind to it, they could beat a dog in a fight.
if they really tried hard enough.
Yeah, like a good example, Ali, you work out, you probably got some good strength on you. You could probably beat a dog's ass if it was an MMA ring.
If it was a pit bull, I don't know, bro.
I mean,
I
you know,
might
you got
just-
some Timbs on, you could probably stomp that dude out, but you know, if you
Yeah,
Timmy,
let me put on my Timbs real quick.
yeah, I don't advocate against animal violence, by the way. This not at all. This is
Somebody
like
gonna say
hypothetical,
PETA
like-
watch.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
we have the power to like defeat. Like, if it came to like, hey, every dog in the world versus every human in the world, humans come out on top, and that's how we empathize with them. Because like, hey, they're not as strong as we are. They can't destroy us easily. We can destroy them. Let's not be the dicks in like the world.
You actually just reminded me. There's a video called "What If Animals Could Talk," and it was basically talking about, yeah, it was like, what if all animals on Earth were reasonable? Ooh, this is a good video. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. I'm gonna put it in Defeat Your Mind. This one was crazy. It basically ran the hypothetical that what if every single animal in the world suddenly gained the ability to completely understand us and we understood them and we could talk and stuff like that. Like basically it was like no difference except the bodies that we were in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put it in Defeat Your Mind. It's a really good watch. Sorry.
Then we're having animal rights.
Yeah.
Like civil animal rights.
I want to
Then
watch
that's
that video
happening.
again actually after the show. But yo, man, do you have any closing words for anybody in the chat? Any and everybody in the chat. Any closing words? You're the last caller of the day.
I love y'all.
That's a good one.
Also, yes, you can talk to your dogs. Yes, they know what you're saying. And don't call them little shits. It hurts their feelings sometimes. Unless they think shit's a good word, then they like it. So call them little shits if you want. It's your dog.
Oh my gosh. I feel it. All right. Well, cool, man. Thank you for calling in. Much appreciated. We're gonna go ahead and close things off here after I read off an answer. And yeah, man, thank you for calling in, dog. Much appreciated.
Every night.
All right, dog. Catch you later, man.
You see?
Stupid. What a gross ass. All right, let me stop. Okay. So I just want to put out a friendly reminder to you guys. If you wanted to vote on what we talk about on the next episode or the top 3 questions for the next episode, the link for that is in the Discord. I'm going to link it to you guys right now before I read the final answer for the night. All right, here we go. So this one is coming from the ALE Questions channel in Discord. And this comes from Stingfinity. To answer your question... Oh, you have the top 3 poll already? Cool, yeah, thank you, Foxy. Can I get that? All right, just vote on that and we'll determine what 3 questions we'll talk about on the next episode. So, to answer your question, humans are animals. What we consider animals are actually, in my opinion, better creatures. Humans are ... special. But to be truly human would mean we use our intelligence to protect animals since they cannot. And no hypocrisy, we need to eat too. But if we do, our intelligence owes them to do it in the best way for them. That's from Stingfinity, and I gotta say that's a really solid answer. Stingfinity, I don't think you're still here, but I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate this answer because it's honest and you might have a really good point. The fact that we do need to be real with ourselves and we do need to understand that we do need to eat too. And, you know, animals are on the menu because that's kind of how it works. At least until we figure out a way to have completely synthetic meat, I don't foresee that happening, or I don't foresee that stopping anytime soon. But I think you do have a good point when you say if we do eat them, our intelligence owes them to do it in the best way possible for them. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. You have a good heart, and I am going to eat my chicken until they come out with the genetically engineered ones that they grow in labs. With that being said, I think I still stand by my answer. Animals are not equal to humans, but I don't think they have to be. And yeah, I think that's about all I got to say on that matter. I'm going to go back to my solo channel in Discord. And I just want to let you guys know, if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for tuning into this episode. We're going to go ahead and vote for what question we're going to have on the next one. I will catch you in like 1 second. Be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the votes are in for the next episode of ALE, airing on Tuesday, 8 p.m. PST. This is what our question will be for episode 11. Why is it hard to communicate with other people? I'm sure we're going to have a lot of educated answers on this one. It's going to be really interesting. If you have an answer for the question of today's show, I want you to go ahead and drop that into the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Hit that notification bell. All up to you. But once again, thank you for tuning in to The Dude. I appreciate it, and I will catch you on the next one.